Dear children, today we have to learn in standard 8, chapter number 5, natural disasters, subject social science. Our next topic is drought. What was the name of the topic is drought. Drought it means a prolonged period. Prolonged. Pro it means for the longer duration of the time. It means for the prolonged period of abnormally low rainfall. It means the low rainfall leading to a shortage of water. It is known as a drought. Drought it means whenever the low rainfall and the people are facing the problem of shortage of the water. It is known as a drought. Here the example, the nation that are facing a problem of the drought. India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, etc. These all are the nation. They are facing the problem of drought. Second one is a cyclone. Cyclone it means a system of wind rotating inwards to an area of low barometric pressure. Barometric pressure it is also said atmospherical pressure. Atmospherical pressure it means interior of the earth. Wind and anti-clockwise from the northern hemisphere or clockwise with the southern hemisphere in a circulation from it is known as a cyclone. Cyclone it means the one kind of the wind rotating process in the area or anti-clockwise or clockwise it is known as a cyclone. This is the example that Odisha cyclone in 1999. Next one is a forest fire. Forest fire it means a large destruction of the fire that spread over the forest or area of woodland. It is known as a forest fire. Forest fire it means a large and the destruction. It means a great amount of the destruction of the forest. Fire that spread over a forest or area of the woodland. Example, Uttarakhand in 2020, near about 71 hectares of the forest are destroyed due to the forest fire.
Dear children, our next topic is famine. What was the another name of the famine? Famine, another name was a drought. This is the picture of the drought seen during the time of the famine. Scanty rainfall led to the drying up of the groundwater and shortage of food and water. It is known as a famine. Dear children, what was the meaning of the famine? Famine it means whenever the scanty rainfall. Scanty it means no rainfall or much of low rainfall lead to the drying up of the groundwater, and that's why no rainfall or less rainfall, due to that the groundwater was dry up and shortage of food and water during the famine or drought condition. This condition is known as a famine, and that's why this condition is known as a famine. What was the condition of famine? Whenever there is shortage of food and water. The condition of famine occur in case of scanty. When this condition was occur in the time of the scanty. Scanty it means the shortage. Rainfall or no rainfall for the 2 to 3 years successively. For how many years? For no rainfall for the 2 to 3 years successively. The possibility of famine is less if we plant more tree. If as a good citizen we take our responsibility and we have to take the care of the nature and we do the plantation of tree, then we are not facing the problem of drought or famine. Our next topic is the cyclone. The simple meaning of cyclone is air which blow at a great speed. Dear children, what they have to say that the meaning of cyclone? Cyclone it means is air which blow at a great speed. It can be called as a storm. When the air which blow at a great speed, it is called as a storm or whirlwinds, or it is known as said as a whirlwind, which is the second meaning of storm. The coastal area of India experience the cyclone every year. Dear children, what happened there? You know very well that in the southern part, India have a more coastal area. So in India, the coastal area experience the cyclone every year. The eastern coastal specially experience it every year. Eastern part of the coastal area has experienced every year facing of the problem of cyclone. The adjacent region also feel the effect of cyclone. What they have to say that adjacent, adjacent it means connected, sanlagna, next to. The effect of cyclone which it is the highest intensity, and whenever the cyclone is there, that time they have highest intensity. What was the meaning of intensity? Intensity it means tivrata, speed. However, these winds affect the limited area for a limited period of time only. And whenever the cyclone was occurred, that time the speed of the winds affect the limited area for the limited period of time only. Dear children, this is the image of the cyclone. Here they have to given in the form of the picture. This is the scene of the cyclone where huge destruction was there. Next one they have given about the information of the forest fire. Dear children, here the image of the forest fire is there, scene of the forest fire. And dear children, you know very well that forest fire occurred due to two reasons. One, man-made reason also, and second one is a natural reason also. The forest fire occur into the forest. Now what was the meaning of the forest fire? Forest fire it means friction between dry branches of tree. Whenever the friction it means takra, whenever the friction between dry branches of the trees and other factor causes of the forest fire, and some other factor are also that cause the forest fire, and it causes a great amount of damage to the forest resources. And due to that, what happened there is causes a great amount of damage to the forest resources. And you know very well that the forest resources provide us a wood, after so many medicines and other primary product we are getting from the forest area. It means this is our responsibility that we have to take care about our environment. It means we have to take care about the forest area, and that's why government was started the sanctuary, national park, for the protection of the forest as well as the protection of the flora and fauna. It means the different species of the birds, animals, for the protection of the environment. That's why the forest fire is occur due to the friction between dry branches of the tree and other factor cause the forest fire. Now next one they have to given about the landslide. Dear children, this is the image of the landslide, scene of the landslide. The sliding of large masses of rock material, soil, etc. down the side of the mountain. Now dear children, what was the meaning of the landslide? Landslide it means whenever the sliding of large mass of rock material, soil, etc. down the side of the mountain or cliff. What was the meaning of the cliff? Cliff it means chattan, rock, is termed as a landslide. This is known as a landslide. What was the meaning of the landslide? Landslide it means the sliding of the large mass of the rock material, soil down the side of the mountain or cliff. It termed as a landslide. Now two factor causes the landslide. Dear children, what happened that now they are given the two factor. Due to this two factor, the landslide was the occur. Which are the two factor is there? Two factor causes the landslide. One is the excessive rainfall or an earthquake. Now which two reasons are there due to the landslide was occurred, dear children? Two reasons are that. One is excessive rainfall, and second one is the earthquake, when there was a chances of the landslide. For example, in the rainy season, what happened that in the rainy season the railway transportation in Konkan gets the obstruct due to the landslide. It means in the rainy season the railway transportation was disturbed or stopped in Konkan due to the landslide. So dear children, in this chapter, the chapter number 5, in natural disaster, we are learning about the earthquake. After we are learning about the volcano, as well as the three types of volcano. Which are the three types of volcano? Active volcano, latent volcano, and third one is a dead volcano. After we are learning about the tsunami, after we have learned about the flood, after drought, cyclone, forest fire and landslide. These all are the factor of the natural disaster. It means this is our responsibility that we have to take care about the environment. We have to protect the environment, and we have done the more plantation of the tree, and we have to stop the pollution. like example air pollution, water pollution, land pollution and noise pollution. It means we are using a minimum resources and get the maximum output from whatever the resources we are using from the nature.